If you've recently lost your spouse, you might be wondering if you'll ever be able to experience intimacy again. After a long marriage, the thought of having sex for the first time after your spouse dies can be overwhelming, emotional, and even a little scary. It's normal to feel uncertain about stepping back into the world of love and physical connection. But I'm here to tell you, you're not alone, and it is possible to reclaim intimacy after loss. In this video, we'll talk about how to navigate this big step in your life, and I'll share some advice and encouragement for finding love again when the time is right for you. Stay tuned for an encouraging story about a woman who found love again. Understanding the emotions around sex after loss. The idea of intimacy after the death of a spouse can bring up a whirlwind of emotions. There's grief, of course, but also fear, guilt, and anxiety. You might feel like you're betraying your late spouse or that no one could ever compare. Some people even worry that they'll never feel the same kind of connection with a new partner. These feelings are completely natural, and they are part of the healing process. After the death of a spouse, intimacy feels different, and that's okay. There's no timeline for when it's right to have sex again. For some people, months or even years may pass before they're ready. Others might feel the desire to connect sooner. Wherever you are in your journey, it's important to remember that there is no rush. This is your journey, and it's completely up to you to decide when and how you want to engage in intimacy again. Navigating the fear of intimacy after loss. One of the biggest hurdles people face when considering sex after the death of a spouse is fear. You might wonder, what if I'm not physically or emotionally ready? Will I even be able to enjoy it? These concerns are valid, but they don't have to hold you back. First, it's important to understand that intimacy is about much more than just sex. It's about emotional connection, trust, and mutual respect. If you're not ready for sex yet, there are many other ways to foster intimacy, through touch, cuddling, deep conversations, and sharing time together. Intimacy doesn't need to start with sex, it can start with building a foundation of trust and connection. If you're considering dating again or opening yourself up to new relationships, give yourself the space and time to heal. You don't have to rush into anything. In fact, many people who've lost a spouse find that they develop deep emotional connections with new partners before they even consider physical intimacy. Like this video if you're finding this helpful. If you're finding this video helpful and it's resonating with your experience, don't forget to like it. Like this video if you're ready to explore intimacy again on your terms, and please keep watching, we have more to share with you. An encouraging story of finding love again. Let me share a story of someone who went through this very journey. A woman in her mid-60s, who had been married for over 40 years, found herself widowed after her husband passed away unexpectedly. After his death, she felt a deep sense of loss, but she also felt confused about the idea of being intimate with someone else. After all, she had been with her husband for so long, could she really open herself up to a new person? Months went by, and she began to connect with others through a community group for widows. One day, she met a man in his 70s who had also lost his spouse. At first, their relationship was based on shared experiences and grief, but over time, they developed a close friendship. Slowly, that friendship turned into something more. After many months, they shared their first kiss, and then, after some time, they became intimate with each other. It wasn't about rushing into anything. It was about developing trust, feeling comfortable, and knowing that they were both ready. She told me that while it felt strange at first, she quickly realized that sex wasn't about replacing her late husband. It was about finding a new connection that was special in its own right. Her story is a testament to the fact that love and intimacy can bloom again, even after great loss. It takes time, patience, and understanding, both of yourself and your potential partner. But it's possible. And it's worth it. The importance of self-care and healing before jumping into a new relationship or even considering intimacy. It's essential to take care of yourself first. Healing after the loss of a spouse is a complex process, and there is no right way to grieve. For some, engaging in sex or intimacy after loss can be an important part of that healing process, but for others, it's more about emotional closeness, companionship, and friendship. You deserve to take things at your own pace. Talk to a counselor, therapist, or support group if you're feeling uncertain or anxious. It can help to have someone to talk to about your fears and feelings. Many people also find that journaling, meditation, or self-care activities can help them process their emotions during this time. If you're thinking about dating again, remember that there's no right or wrong way to approach it. You don't need to be over your grief to start forming new relationships. It's all about finding a healthy balance between honoring the past and embracing new experiences. Final thoughts. The road to intimacy after the death of a spouse is different for everyone. It may take time, and that's perfectly okay. What matters most is that you feel ready and comfortable when the time comes. Take things one step at a time, and don't be afraid to seek support if you need it. Your journey to healing and finding love again is uniquely yours, and it's possible. If you found this video helpful and want to hear more about navigating life after loss or dating later in life, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Share this video with anyone who might benefit from this advice, and remember that it's never too late to open your heart again. Thank you for watching, and take care of yourself. You deserve love, happiness, and intimacy at any stage in life. Please subscribe for more tips and encouragement in dating after loss and how to be happy again. Thanks so very much for watching. I appreciate you. Robin.